Okay, so welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is the Metal Building Career Day Resources session. I am Sasha Demian, the Metal Building Contractors and Erectors Association, and also the Metal Buildings Institute's Executive Director.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Keith Wentworth from Dutton and Garfield, Inc. We're located in southern New Hampshire, about 45 minutes north of Boston. A third generation, small family-owned business. We primarily do design, build, contracting, and also multiple supply and erect projects for other larger general contractors and some owners. We do not self-perform any of our erection services, but we do repairs and siding and roofing, and that helps lead to future projects and re-roofs. So we're in the same shape that you're in, trying to find help. So we're looking forward to hopefully you'll find this presentation useful here. We're going to turn off our cameras. So what we'd like to talk about today are these bullet points we have on the screen now. We're going to go through each one, some in a little bit more detail than others, but they can all be found on the MBCEA website, and we're going to show you how to find them and how you can use them to help potentially find help for your company, some workforce. So why did the MBCEA create these pages? Well, we're obviously well aware of the labor shortage, and with the mission to help the industry as a whole, and specifically our members, we want to supply you with the tools you need to inform, educate, and attract new workers. Not everyone knows what they want to do when they grow up. Some don't even know there's another option instead of college. The old saying that you need to go to college, you'll be a plumber, isn't being said as much. Most people we know involved in the trades are doing very well. State governments are realizing that this could have a serious impact on the economy and are helping fund programs to support and raise awareness of the trades. With the demand so high and limited number of kids getting into the trades, the competition to recruit new workers is fierce. We need to stand out from the other trades. So the key to all of this is you. You need to get involved on a local level and make it happen. Show them your passion for the industry. Help get the word out there that there is a very rewarding career in metal buildings. And in most cases, there is little or no debt like there is with a college education. My pleasure of seeing a project start out as a pile of dirt or a bunch of trees and seeing the progression of the building being erected and finally completed, to see the smile on the owner's face when you hand them the keys to their new state-of-the-art facility, office, or even a small contractor garage. It's something that will stand the test of time. My kids still joke with me when they were younger, we would be driving around and they'd say, "Yes, Dad, I know you built that building." And I'm sure you all do the same. Locally, we've been involved with advisory councils. I sit on the board with a local welding steel fabricator, welder, erector. He sits on that board as well as a few other ones. Between the three schools, he has been hiring at least 1 to 2 and sometimes 3 or more kids each year. They start out during the summers working in their shop, and then when they graduate, they'll go full time. Here's another suggestion. Do you have a building project in process? Offer to host a field trip. Or are you going to be training some of your employees with fall protection or equipment training or any other? Offer to have some students attend.
So now we are going to look at some of the pages on the MBCEA website. We're going to start first with the public careers page. So this is the page that you are going to share with students. This is where you're going to want to direct them. And where do you find it? So from the homepage of mbcea.org, the menu across the top has careers. When you click on it, this is the information that we have put together to assist students and their families. So let's focus on some of these. We have a crew sourcing and employment page that they can be directed to. And we'll highlight the now hiring page. So here members post hiring ads and assistance needed with projects. So this is a great place for them to go to see who's hiring. We also have the link to the member directory on here, and they can be encouraged to look for a member in their area and contact them directly. Instructions as to how to use the member directory are very simple at the top of the page. We also have the link to the Metal Buildings Institute website. Most of you should be familiar with this, but this is where the Quality and Craftsmanship Training Series resides. They can purchase it in advance of employment if they so choose, or you might offer to purchase it for your local school. We've put together some ideas, some suggestions for classes to take if the student is in school still or considering secondary education. We have a 30-second promo video that introduces our full-length Metal Building Construction Careers video. So we'll just take the 30 seconds to watch it so you can see what it is.
You may be starting to think about the kind of work you want to do someday. There are many great possibilities you may want to consider. Are you interested in being challenged and having opportunities for growth? How about good pay? Being part of a team? Do you like being outdoors? Experiencing that satisfied feeling of a job well done? Then metal building construction may be for you.
So the 4-minute full video, we are not going to play for you, but we do encourage you to watch that. Again, a great resource that was created by the MBCEA for students. MBMA has several great videos. We have links to 2 of them here, Intro to the Industry and How It's Built. BYF.org, if you've heard of that, it's Build Your Future. It's from NCCER. And they have fantastic resources for educators and students exploring careers. I'm going to highlight this one, Explore Construction Careers and Find Your Match. This one is specific to where you would encourage students to go to learn more about construction trades in general. There's a Craft Pro quiz to see which one would be perfect for them. A lot of different resources, success stories, articles, learning about different construction trades.
Sasha,
Students,
can you?
yep, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. Can you click the link that shows the careers? I think that's the one that's got the trading cards. Just want to talk about that one real quick. I don't know if that opens up all the different.
Why choose correct construction?
What's your trade? I believe it is.
What's your trade? Yeah, that end opens up the quiz.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep.
I was just going to mention there's a section in here that has all the different trades, and they've tried to help make it exciting for the younger kids, and they offer trading cards that they can collect and try and complete the series. And we are in the process, and I'll get to it at the end. I'll talk about it a little bit more, but we are trying to get ourselves listed on this page so that we can be part of one of the trades that's well known out there. Obviously, right now, not too many people they know about metal buildings, but the trades in general, you think about your electrician, your carpenter, your plumber, HVAC, all that sort of stuff. Pre-engineered metal buildings don't usually come to the top of the list, but we're trying to get connected there.
Great.
Go
so
ahead.
I had also scrolled while Keith was talking, I also scrolled through the students and families page. We'll look at some of the other pages as we get further along. But again, I encourage you to look at what the resources are on each of these pages. And we also include additional trade association resources, roofing, manufacturing, home building. So that's just some also good resources for if they're just interested in the trades in general.
Yeah, and that came out of a development that we created a a coalition with other trades. We figured we were all trying to do the same thing to create workforce development, and we wanted to kind of share ideas and not duplicate efforts that other associations might be doing. So we thought it would be good if we shared each other's, just in case somebody's maybe not into metal buildings, maybe they are more into the manufacturing side. But it was a great learning curve, and that's actually where we found out about Build Your Future, and found out that they created this page that we were trying to create. They had already done, so that's why we would highly recommend that as a good resource. The last thing on this page we want to just highlight is the little quote from Art Hance, who's the president of Hance Construction, one of our past presidents. He's been involved with his children's school with doing construction career days and talking to them about what he does and how beneficial it is. And I remember him telling me a story when he first started, that they were walking down the hallway to go to the presentation, and the teacher made some comment about, the kids, if they don't pay attention in school, they're going to end up being, a plumber or something like that. And Art basically stopped in his tracks and said, that's exactly the what we need to get away from. Careers in construction are very rewarding, and you need to get rid of that mentality that some people aren't meant to go to college, and it's okay to be somebody in the trades. So I think that's starting. You can see now that they've realized that, and they have definitely embraced him coming into that school and talking to the kids.
Okay, so that is everything we have on the public careers page. Now we're going to look at the members only area. So I am not logged in, just so I can show you the actual steps. So you want to log into your account. And when you do, you will land on your member compass, and this is your dashboard. You're going to click here to access member resources. And if you already are logged in, you find that under the members menu here, members only area. But we're going to focus on the employee prospecting and recruiting section. First, I want to show you the job posting forms. That page that we showed you that is linked on the public page. In order to get your ads there, your posts there, you're going to want to come here and submit a form in the appropriate category. So let's go to the Career Day resources. Let's look at the videos first. These are things that the MBCEA created as a member benefit. So the metal building construction careers video, this is the 4-minute video that we did not watch on the public page, but we do encourage you to watch this. This is the link to play the video on YouTube, similarly on the public page. But what we do back here is we actually give you a link to download the video to your computer. This will take you to Dropbox, and it will allow you to download it. So that's what it's going to look like. We won't play it right now for you, but we do encourage you to go ahead and take a look at that full 4-minute video that introduces students to career in construction. And this is also a great educational tool for parents. The other reason why you might want to download it to your computer is if, well, you just may always want to have it on your computer and accessible. But if you're going to be talking to students and you are not sure if you're going to have access to Wi-Fi, it's great then to have the video on your computer. So we have 2 promo videos. We showed you the first one, but the additional things we have back here for your use is, again, a link to download it to your computer and a link in a smaller size resolution that you can then upload to your own personal social media and your website. So we encourage you to use these. Since the promo videos are 20 to 30 seconds, I will play this second one. This is just an additional one that you can utilize. Side note, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, you have a link to download that video to your computer and a smaller size resolution to use for your social media. And then we again house the links to both of the MBMA career videos. So let's go back to the main page. And now when you click on the PowerPoint presentation, this takes you directly to Dropbox, allowing you to download this presentation to your computer. And you can update it to current figures, as you'll see throughout. You can edit the speaker's notes, add your own as to what it is you want to say. You can add your own branding, your own company information, your own logos. Perhaps you want to upload your own buildings into this PowerPoint. It's a great way to spend some more time personalizing and discussing with students during career days. You can see there's 29 slides. So just all depends how much time they give you at a career day, what the forum is, the format, whether or not you want to actually go through the PowerPoint presentation, or if you want to show that 4-minute video. So this is all customizable by you. Keith, did you want to mention how you've used it?
Yeah, I just jump in. I've taken this PowerPoint to our local CTE program, spoke with both the carpentry and welding class, updated it to have our logo on there, put a few of our buildings on there, and they gave me 45 minutes to talk to them and just tell them what metal building erection was all about. But it was a great way to have a conversation. I think I opened it up with, who can guess which one of these buildings are metal buildings. There was some pictures in there of, not your traditional metal building. And of course, they were guessing this and that, while the correct answer was they all were. But they don't realize what a metal building is, and what they think it is can be much different. So it was definitely a way to connect with them and open their eyes to what we do. So it was very, very well done, that presentation.
Again, we include the byf.org links. Particularly, we have this one that is for industry professionals. So this is applicable as to how you can connect with students, promote the industry, and then see how you can participate in Careers in Construction Month. So you can get that on your calendar. And then for educators, there are many classroom resources that are for free that you can share with educators that they can use to introduce students to a career in construction. So again, we encourage you to go through all the different pages of BYF. Okay, so those are the items that we have in the members area resources. We'll go back to the PowerPoint.
So next up, I wanted to talk about something that we've been involved with on the local New England chapter level since 2018. It's called Construction and Career Days. Basically, it's a way for students to get some hands-on experience in the different construction and transportation opportunities. At the time, this might be slightly outdated, but these were the states that were involved that had this program. Best bet would be to Google search Construction Career Days in your area to find out if they have that opportunity. If not, there's other similar ones, so I would start there. But it's a program that for us in New Hampshire, it's over 2 days, and the students are exposed to, I think I said there were 92 different exhibitors and equipment donators last year. The 2,200 students is, like I said, over 2 days. So it's a little over 1,000 students a day roaming over, I don't know how many acres the site is, but they have site contractors with dozers and great-alls and bobcats and all sorts of different equipment that the kids actually get to drive and try. There are forestry tree guys, and their kids are up on ropes climbing trees. There was a mobile tower for a like wireless communications company, had guys climbing up these towers. Just a great way for the kids to get involved. There's a mason there teaching the old way of splitting granite. New Hampshire DOT there with surveying. A lot of schools, vocational schools, offering scholarships. A lot of general contractors looking to hire. So it's a wide multitude of contractors and companies trying to just make these students aware of what their opportunities are. There's opportunities for sponsorship, and it's a good way to just get involved. This year we did something a little bit different. You can see a picture of Tim there with one of the students making up a connection and using a turn of the nut gun. I'm sorry, a TC gun. We thought that was a little bit easier than the turn of the nut, and the stem breaks off, and they were all excited to pull the trigger and shoot the little stem back out. And some of them kept it in their pocket, and I'm sure their parents were horrified when it went back home and ended up in the laundry machine and weren't sure what it was. But we had, I don't know, I think a couple hundred students go through there and learned how to, make up that connection with the spud wrench and stuff the holes with bolts. And it was very, very rewarding to get to talk to some of these kids. So that's something I would definitely recommend you try and get involved with in your area. This is the page that we created that goes into the booklet that they are given when they walk in. Everybody's given a hard hat and safety glasses. And the book contains all the different exhibitors and what they do, how much you can expect to make, what their career is like. And this is something we can provide you in a Word format so that you can tailor it to your region, update the numbers to match what the salaries are. But at least it's a starting point so that you can get invited to participate. And then also, like I said, there's sponsorship, so you can get full page ads, half page, quarter page. But definitely get the word out there, because 2,200 kids is, even if you get a small percentage, it's a lot of it's a wide selection to have an opportunity. I think Sasha's going to talk about this one a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Let's Build construction camp for girls started 7 years ago in the Allentown, Pennsylvania area, with the help of the ABC and the CSI, the Construction Specifications Institute, and local builders and manufacturers. The Mid-Atlantic chapter, of which I'm the secretary of, so I have firsthand knowledge of this, was fortunate enough to have Leanne Slattery with ATAS International as a fellow board member with CSI. So we were able to get involved early and sponsor. And so I just wanted to show you what their website looks like. The Let's Build construction camp. It's a week-long camp in the summer. It's open to about 20 to 25 girls, and they get hands-on experience. And while it started in Allentown, last year they did open it up in Ohio, and they're opening it up in about 6 places. So I would encourage you to look and see if your area is involved, and volunteer. Sponsor, get involved. So this is just another neat resource that we learned about. And then also the Mid-Atlantic chapter got involved with the local YWCA, sponsoring their Why We Build program. One of our board members, Bruce McCardle with Nucor, presented to the girls on metal building safety, introduction to metal buildings, women in manufacturing, and careers in the metal building industry. So that's another place you might want to look in your local area to see what's going on there.
I'll jump in. This is a local one that I found out about through in the next slide we're going to talk about a little bit, but A local chapter recently held a block kids building program at an elementary school. And that's the one thing that we've realized after working on this for years, that the younger that you can get in, the sooner you can get involved and the younger the kids are, the better chance you might have of maybe guiding them in this direction. Not that high school's too late, but a lot of times they've already kind of decided whether they're going to go to college or not. So just exposing them to the different options, the younger they are, and getting involved in an elementary school is a good idea. But this is held during the Women in Construction Week, which this past year was March 6th through the 10th. And it may vary in your area, but again, it's just another way of connecting with the kids in the classroom and just helping them introduce them to the construction industry. So these were two that we found recently. Massachusetts and Connecticut have new programs, and they're very similar to a co-op program. So the students get to take what they've learned in the classroom and apply it to a hands-on activity to help reinforce what they learned and why it's important. So this has the pre-apprenticeship program tied into it, which is obviously a big buzzword these days, apprenticeship programs. But it's definitely another way that they're getting involved. And again, as I said before, states and local governments are realizing this is going to have a financial impact. So they're doing a lot of things to help us develop this workforce. Another one is the I Build New Hampshire, I Build Vermont. That stemmed out of our local ABC chapter. Their specific mission is to help promote and find the future work source. And they are really geared towards providing resources to help companies get involved. It's very similar to the Build Your Future, but it's more on the local level. So things that are happening in our area, career days, job fairs, that sort of stuff. The last item on this list is scholarships. So most of the MBCEA chapters offer either a scholarship or multiple scholarships to different students. They're typically given to students looking to pursue a degree in engineering or architecture or construction management, something building related, but they're not always. Sometimes they branch out. We have different criteria that we try and prioritize those types of students that want to be in construction versus somebody that's just getting a general education in business or something like that. But it's not totally out of the question. They range from a few $1,000s up to $5,000. And another thing is maybe your company could establish its own scholarship and offer that to a local vocational school or CTE program to help raise awareness of the industry or your business. So just another way to get involved. The last slide here is something we're very excited about. We mentioned NCCR, which is the National Center for Construction Education and Research. The original quality and craftsmanship training series that a lot of you might know of was originally developed for companies to train their new hires. And we've known that they have been long overdue to be updated, and we wanted to take it to the next level. So the MBCEA, MBI, NCCR have embarked on a new initiative to create and complete metal building assembly training program that goes deep enough to the quality to qualify as a formal apprenticeship program and is robust enough to create craft workers skilled in the unique needs of metal buildings. This is a multi-million-dollar, multi-year investment in our future. Safety and building integrity will be emphasized in every module. The program will be available in English and Spanish. It will not rely on textbooks or other outdated ways of learning, but will be presented in an interactive online learning experience with hands-on component either in a classroom or in the field. The curriculum can then be taught at a local vocational school or CTE program or community college to help develop the future workforce. So this is something we're definitely excited about, but it's going to definitely take a little while to get there. And just throw a little plug in there that we're looking for help on committees if anybody's interested in helping drive that project. So that completes the information that we have available. not only on the website, obviously you saw all that stuff, but just some other ways for you to get involved. And again, I can't stress that this really isn't going to happen without you getting involved on the local level. Any way that you can get yourself in front of students, whether it's, elementary, middle, high school, it really has to be an effort on your part. They're not just going to come to you with all the competition that's out there for, everybody's in demand for workforce. Everybody needs help. So we wanted to open it up. I don't know if there's any questions in the chat, Sasha, or.
Nope, I don't see any, but this is the time that if you haven't in the chat, that you copy and paste some of those links. If any of those interested you, I did drop them in the chat before we started so that they were there for you. And you can certainly unmute, start your video. If you've got any questions or comments or anything you want to talk about, we're happy to listen and answer any questions.
Hope you found this information. I think a lot of people struggle with what to do. So we've really tried to help provide resources to allow you to take it into the schools. We think that we've done a good job providing videos and the PowerPoint presentations, links. There's a lot of information out there, so we've tried to kind of consolidate it all to one area where you can have one-stop shopping to find out how to get involved.
And if there's anything more that you're looking for, or a resource you were wishing you would have seen today, or we would have available, please feel free to reach out and, let us know, and we'll see if we can accommodate. All right, well, hearing no questions, we will end the meeting. And again, we really appreciate you participating. Any feedback you'd like to provide, we'd be happy to hear. So thanks again, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, everybody.